Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome to our discussion. I want to introduce myself. My name is Marcelina. I am a student of IAIN Palangkaraya. My prodi is English Department Class C. Today we will discuss about e-learning research in Asia during 2026 and 2018 and the fourth country indicators by Abdul Sahid, Institut Agama Islam Negeri Palangkaraya. Terima kasih. Thank you very much. Right now, we will discuss about e-learning research in Asia during 1996 and 2018 and the four country indicators. As never before, e-learning has gained its momentum globally from the COVID-19 pandemic. Both teachers and learners were rushed into the e-learning. The rush shift from face-to-face or offline to face-to-screen or online learning was commonly ill-prepared and designed under the emergency consideration, not the pedagogic ones. It undoubtedly posed some problems such as poor teaching results and unsatisfactory autonomous learning. However, the emergency e-learning is the only key unlocking the educational activities for over 1.7 billion students around the globe, when most of the educational institutes from pre-primary to tertiary levels were temporarily closed. The pandemic has made learning neither peripheral nor supplemental as it used to be. E-learning thus could direct many more researchers' attention to its important attributes than ever. The method to examine the research performance in the learning domain. This study obtained the data from the SGR on the subject categories of learning in the Asiatic region from 1996 to 2018, the earliest and latest years available in the database. The data includes 6 research performance indicators: total document, citable document, citation, sub-citation, along with the average CPD and H index, whereas the data on the GNP per capita and R&D expenditure for the same time span were obtained from the World Bank. Those on the number of universities in Asia countries were assessed from the World Higher Educational Database. The data on the number of academic journals in Asian countries were also downloaded from the journal ranking of the SGR for all subject areas and categories in the Asiatic region, limited to journal in 2018. All of The data were downloaded in the first week of April 2020. Research performance. Table 1 shows the global and regional scientific performance in the learning domain from 1996 to 2018 by using the 6 indicators of the SGR. Out of the 8 regions, the Asiatic one ranked third behind the Western Europe and Northern America in terms of total citable documents, along with citation, and so did it below the Northern America and Western Europe in terms of total self-citation. Other than the 3 regions, only the Pacific one got a place in the top 10 productive countries of e-learning research. As regards to the CPD, the Asiatic region sat in the 4th place after the Northern America, Pacific region, and Western Europe, with the H index ranked from 2 to 95. The Asiatic region could be placed in the 2nd position after the Northern America, having the H index between 1 to 141, and before the Western Europe with the H index ranking from 0 to 93. During the study period, the Western Europe and Northern America contribute over 1/3 and roughly a quarter of the worldwide learning domain, respectively. Around 20% of over 60,000 learning documents in the world was published by the 28 Asian countries. The 3 regions could total over 78% of the world's learning documents. The remaining 5 regions had documents in the range of 2%, 6%. Table 2 highlights the dominance of the United States in the universe of e-learning research, with an over 2-fold productivity compared to the United Kingdom as the 2nd rank. Nearly 60% of the total e-learning documents in the world were published by the top 10 countries. Interestingly, 3 Asian countries could rank among them, example Thailand, China, and Japan. Table 3 lists the Asian countries ranked by their total e-learning document with the data on the 6 scientific performance indicators. The description of the Asian research performance as a whole could be seen in Table 1. The total papers published by the top 3 Asian countries represent over half of the regional productivity and over 11% of the global one. The other 8 countries could contribute about 39% regionally and approximately 8% globally, in the range of 1% to 9%. The regional and global share of the remaining 17 countries with less than 1% contribution were about 3% and less than 1% respectively. As shown in Figure 1, the world and Asia's scientific productivity in the learning domain was at its peak in 2000. It is peak in 2012. During the analyzed time span, the e-learning research grew more rapidly in the Asiatic region than in the world. The average annual and compound annual growth rates in Asia were 51.32% and 13.67%, whereas those in the world were just 12.24% and 6.50%. Table 4 show the 28 ASEAN countries involved in the e-learning domain ranked in accordance with Table 1 with the 4 national factors. Table 5 summarizes the correlation between the 4 national indicators and 6 research performance 1 in the Asiatic region during the time span of 23 years. The GDP per capita was the only national indicator significantly correlated with all of the research performance ones. The spending on R&D along with the number of universities and internationally indexed journals were not significantly related to the CPD only. Okay, conclusion. During the 23-year period, learning research grew faster in the Asiatic region than in the world. Behind the Western Europe and Northern America, Asia with over 1/5 of the global e-learning documents was favorable in the third position, followed by the Pacific region, Middle East, Africa, Eastern Europe, and Latin America. The market tendency for centralization of intellectual effort into learning in Taiwan and China in the Eastern Asia could be the driving force behind higher productivity and feasibility of e-learning research in Asia. The relative standing of Asia research into learning during the 23-year period could be explained by the GDP per capita, R&D expenditure, along with the number of universities and Scopus indexed journals. Continuing efforts from policy out to ground level must be taken to increase the productivity and feasibility of scientific development in the e-learning enterprise across ASEAN countries. In this view, the transforming potential of e-learning could widen educational access, enrich educational experience, and reduce educational barriers not only in Asia but also around the globe, especially when the significance of e-learning during the COVID-19 pandemic are undisputed. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.